Right. Good evening. I haven't got any music playing. Make sure. No, we're all good. That's just my usual half-time trick. Right. Back again. I did watch the Millwall versus Bristol City game, but it wasn't overly exciting. It was fairly comfortable for Millwall once Bristol City had a player sent off in about the 30th minute, 35th minute, whatever it was. So yeah. Let's play the usual game then. Let me get some reminders. Just check them all set up. So get your match predictions and your first goal scorer in, and we will see how we do. Oh, you've got to listen to Troy Deeney in America, have you? Oh my life! It doesn't get any worse than that. What a plank he is! Absolute nugget. Let's just leave it on there for now. We've got a pre-match build-up. Actually, we've got Matthew Upson, the old, the ex-Arsenal centre half. He's on Sky Sports this year. Can't see who else is on. Teams are in the tunnel. I haven't got these kit colours right yet. I've not set this up very well, have I? Birmingham are... I've done half a job here. Get them right. So we're red and white for Sheffield United. And Birmingham are yellow and blue. By the looks of it. Let's do that for the score. Deeney, that's really unlucky. That's really unlucky. Right, well done, Zach. Zach has got a score in. Come on, get your score predictions and your first goal scorer in. We're about to kick off in 3 or 4 minutes. Why is half that stand open? Oh, they've just put all the Birmingham fans in the bottom of it. That's the away end. Right. I see. I better put my score prediction in. Ooh, there's a lot of 1-alls. Birmingham were poor away last year. Does that mean they're going to be better this year and fix it? Or are they going to need time to fix it? Sheffield United. Let's go 2-1. To Chef with Callum O'Hare as first goal scorer. That's what I'm doing. Them in. Dylan, look, you copied me. They're not sure if you'll be able to hear it on your stream, depending, but Sheffield United's pre-match song is a John Denver song. They sing "You Fill Up My Senses." You might have to YouTube it if you're too young to remember John Denver. That was an interesting choice for them to bring Beadle back in goal because he was not very good last year. Harrison Burrows is still lingering around there. There's a left wing back if you want one, by the way. If you can get him out of there, he doesn't seem to be playing very much. He was a very good player. Go and get Harrison Burrows out of Sheffield United. Oh, is it Annie's? Yeah. Yeah, Annie's song. Yeah, that's it. If you listen, I don't know, like they're talking on my stream, so you can't hear. But yeah, they sing Annie's song before. See if you just keep your ears open on your stream and see if you can hear it right before kickoff. I thought this Sheffield United team would have changed a bit more this season, if I'm honest. It's not changed too much. They made one or two of the loans permanent, didn't they? Was it Solace was the one? I'm just trying to listen to see if I can hear it when it starts. I'll see if I can hear it. I'll have to Google why they sing it. There must be some sort of meaning, but I don't think it's random. So let's see. What time is it? Feels a bit late now. Oh, there you go. You can hear it while they're in the huddle. There you are. If anybody's got a free phone or a PC window, just Google that. I'm not sure why they do. Let's get on the clock, Matthew. God, I'm nearly. Right, I'll keep. Remember, there'll be a delay because of my stream being a bit delayed, and then the YouTube delay. So I'll start my clock. Try and sync up if you can. No spoilers. We're underway. Yeah, our second game of the day. Let's see what these two have got. The the interesting one to watch is the goalkeeper for Sheffield United, Michael Cooper, as well. 2 years ago, he was the best goalkeeper in the league, and it wasn't even close. He was outstanding. And then last year, he fell off the face of the earth. Really, he must have had his head turned. He must have been perhaps had a fall down or something, and it really affected him. He was terrible. Let's see how they do this year. Sidey Peck, I like. I think he's an ex-Arsenal kid. He number 42. He's a nice midfielder. But corner early on. It's interesting because Sheffield United made their name and did really well with playing a 3-5-2 with the either the wide centre backs bombing forward and overlapping and getting into the box a lot. And he seems to Chris Wilder's abandoned that since he's come back, which is really interesting. Look at the holding here; it's a joke, in it. Yeah, no, nothing happening there. Nothing going there. Too hard. Is that what it says, Andy? Is that right? Oh, my clock's not on. Oh, yeah. That's better. That is a bit better. All right, let me just see. I've given everybody a bit of time now. Don't forget, get your scores and your first goal scorer if you're arriving late. Let's just see who made it from before. So Elvis was here early. You were here early, Elvis. You were ready to go. And you'll see, you'll notice I have updated Trinidad and Tobago for you. Ruth and Nick Donnellan are here. Deandra, welcome. Zach. We're doing all right here. A few scores in. Maple Synapse has been... we've been chatting away in the old Discord before, haven't we? About the games this afternoon. Andy in Bangor on D says, I hope we're not signing Suter. Yeah. Listen, it's funny, the amount of people I see in conversations, and like whoever Wrexham are linked with, they make them out to be as if they're the best signing that you'll ever make. And they'll make excuses for them when they're, even though it's really obvious that, these people are not necessarily going to be the world-class wonders that you think. But this afternoon, poor old Harry Suter has not done himself any favours, has he? By totally ignoring what was happening in the game and sticking his arm up in the middle of a box. It's just like he will get such an absolute roasting for that if he's still there next week. So yeah, I put in the I put in our Discord that I want of the centre backs that we know are seemingly moving. Hang on, there's a chance here. No off. Is there an offside? Oh yeah, of the centre halves that we know seem to be available. Ahmed Odzic, the ex-Sheffield United, ironically, centre-back. That's the value for money. There you go. They reckon he's going to leave Feyenoord for about between 5 and 10 million. So that's where you go and get, Premier League experience, Championship experience, promotion in the Championship. That's the centre-back you go and get. You don't go and buy Harry Suter. So... but the rumour is he's headed to Southampton. And Taylor Harwood-Bellis is going to leave them to go somewhere else. So we'll have to see how it comes out. It is the derby of the Chris's. I am a bit surprised that Chris Davis is still there. I thought he'd get sacked in the summer, to be honest. I've got that score prediction from Marie. Thank you. So, yeah, we'll see. See what happens. So they sing that to celebrate working class northern culture, local pride and identity. I just don't. That's just a bit weird. Just a weird choice. Josh. Josh is around. Good evening, Josh. How are you? Hope you are well. AO to Wrexham to link up with Dolby. Bolton, I think he means. Well, we watched Bolton before. I don't know if you saw any of it, Josh. They've got a goalkeeper. I've forgotten his name now. Was it Bowman? He looks very much like Will Doyle, and he didn't fill me with any confidence. So don't be surprised if that's where he ended up. I'd heard that he wanted to go elsewhere. But then I've also read online that Charlton and Bolton are both interested in him. So, and you would think he would favour Charlton because of the fact that he obviously go back to London then and perhaps be nearer some of his friends and family. But let's see, because I was told something different. So we'll have to see. First goal scorer, Stansfield. All gone quiet on the Stansfield thing. Have you noticed? He was the great white hope, wasn't he? He was this big wonder kid that they signed for 10 or 15 million that year we were in the league with him, and like he doesn't do very much, does he? Doesn't do very much. Kim is not here. Oh, okay. Liz has gone 2-all. All right. Yeah, Kim, I honestly thought the expectations were so high that he would have gone. But the flip side to that is I did see an interview with Tom Brady that he did with Gary Neville on the overlap. And he said he couldn't understand the culture of sacking managers. So maybe he's had a bit of influence in that, because I'm pretty sure that Birmingham would have got rid of him. Maybe Tom Brady's had a bit of a say in it. Is that a throw in? Sidey Peck's just been smashed in the face by his own player. It went out for a throw-in anyway. He was the big thing, wasn't he? He was like, oh, he's going to be an England international and all this. And I'm like, and now he's gone from being a centre forward to be playing wide on the left, hasn't he? So he doesn't even start as a striker anymore. And he gets injured a lot, Kim. Yeah. Calvin Phillips is in the stands. You're probably getting the same. I'm going to assume you get the same feed as me. You just get different commentators. And they've just cut to Calvin Phillips, who they've signed from Man City. Oh, hello. Oh, he's giving a push. There's a little sniff at a Birmingham chance, but Clara had thrown himself to the floor. And let's have a look. No, that's not a free kick. Get out of town. That's a shambles. That's why Chris Wilder's going nuts. That's not a free kick. That is shambolic. Oh, hello. Hello, here comes Cooper. Good decision. Yeah, that was just weird. And they went, if you remember, do you remember they said they were going to go with a sort of very AI orientated sort of methodology for recruitment and stuff. It doesn't. Well, Kelly's Google searched the Annie song thing, but when they just showed them singing before the game, they looked like they were singing the actual lyrics. So that's a bit weird. Oh, hello. They've got a sniff of a chance here, Sheffield United. Ball's too deep. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought I thought Chris Wilder would have turned it over a lot more than he has this side. I thought he would have been ripping it up a lot, but free loan. Yeah, that is. The weird thing is, like, they got a lot of stick for that, saying they were going to go very AI sort of orientated. But yet, Wisla Krakow have gone that way, and everyone thinks it's wonderful. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Those big Birmingham centre are they both about 6'4"? They are a big pair of lads, aren't they? What? Just out of interest, obviously Wrexham have announced the. Should we call it the the training gear that's inspired by yew tree leaves? What do we all make of that? Because on my Twitter timeline, in my WhatsApp groups and stuff, it's gone down like a bit of a. It doesn't even look like the leaf from a yew tree, and it's not gone down particularly well. But what do we think of that? The old tree, the old leaves. I mean, I'm interested. I'm drinking from a Kansas City Chiefs mug because it's the biggest one we've got. However, I am basking in the glory that Devon Witherspoon has extended with the Seahawks, which has made me very excited today. And the Birmingham got another corner. Interesting. Birmingham have got. Is it Coral, the bookmakers, the bookies that are sponsoring Birmingham? Is it? It's Coral. I remember speaking to a Birmingham fan who said, "No, we're going to be having a massive worldwide company sponsor our front of shirt. It's going to be an airline or something." It's like, no, it's just the bookmakers. Anyway, another in-swinging corner. It's poor. At the end that the Birmingham fans are. I've been stood in that end. We were in the lower section as well when we went that night. When I saw Harry Suter in person, it was like looking up at the Statue of Liberty. He was so big. It's a soft free kick. Well, I didn't know that, Nick, to be honest, until I started to Google them. But obviously, the club said it was inspired by one of the seven wonders of Wales, which is the yew trees in Overton, which is a small village about 3 miles from where I am. But they did say inspired by. So there's the key word. But everyone I see thinks I've seen said, well, it looks nothing like a bloody yew tree leaf. And it hasn't gone down particularly well. Similarly, that patchwork quilty one didn't set the world alight, did it? I really liked it, but not a lot of other people seem to be overly keen. Going to get a corner now for Birmingham. Jaffet Tanganga doing his bit. He was ex-Tottenham, went to Millwall, had an outstanding season at Millwall, then Sheffield United picked him up. They're a handful, these Birmingham centre halves, aren't they? And Prisker. Look how big Prisker is in the box. Oh. That was a training ground corner, and Cochrane has messed up the delivery, and it's actually gone out for a throw-in. God. Hey, Steve. Yeah, I did the set. I had the short sleeve and the long sleeve, Ruth, of the patchwork quilt one. It's very similar to what I can't even remember what the company's name is. Sudo have done with the Wales kits. So the goalkeeper kits. I think they've got 2 or 3 of them, and they're all very. They've got that sort of pattern on it. Slightly different colorways, but. When you say BS about the yew trees, I mean the club did tell us that that's what inspired it. I think you don't mean. I think I know what you mean. Now I've reread it, Liz. It's almost as if they've retrofitted their description to say that it's about yew trees. Perhaps because they were afraid of what people were going to think of it. I sort of picture of it at the start of the summer. Very early on, I'd seen pictures of that, and we were all trying to work out what the association was, and the sort of family tree ancestry thing was. It was actually Kath who said that. She said must be the tie-in to what it is, because nobody really talks about the yew trees in Overton being one of the 7 wonders of Wales. That's not like a talking point at all in around Wrexham. So I remember that, Nick. I remember people thinking that can't be real. Yeah. Birmingham on the attack here. They have started lively. In fact, I would say they've edged the start. The opening 15 minutes, I'd say they've edged it in terms of sort of intent. Sheffield United have got to put James Beadle under pressure because he does make a lot of bad decisions. So put him under some pressure. Yeah, Steve, I think Norwich will have a much improved season. However, the first 1 or 2 games of the season, you can get results like that while people are sorting themselves out. Squads are being finalised. Different people have done different things in pre-season. But by the time you get 2 or 3 championship games in, you're up and running then. Sheffield United are in the box. Was that who was that? Donovan, I think, has just overrun it in the box. No, it wasn't. It was Sariki. So I was of similar thought, Kim, in the fact that like he hadn't scored a lot of goals before, but it was obvious his potential was obvious. Everybody knew he had big potential, but like it's not like he'd knocked out a 20-goal season and everyone's going, "Oh, right, imagine what he's going to do if he's in a good side." So I think I was similar. But he started the season well, but then, let's see at the end of the season, innit? But I think I had Norwich in the playoffs this time. I'm not as big on West Brom as you are, Zach. And what do you mean by be better? Because like I think that they're losing players at a rate of knots, aren't they, from that midfield? So although I did think they did sign, was it today? They might have signed one midfielder. And Malumbi is still out there. Keep your eyes on that one from a Wrexham perspective. Jason Malumbi. 60%, well, nearly 59% possession for Birmingham so far. They have started, quite nicely. Of course, it doesn't matter, does it? I think Sky in the UK put up a stat the other night in the Blackburn Wolves game with the total cost of perhaps the starting lineups or something, and it was like vastly different. Wolves was valued at 10 or 15 times more than Blackburn, but obviously it ended 2-2, so it just goes to show, doesn't it? Let's have a look at this long throw from Birmingham. Bit of confusion in the box. Ref gives a foul because a Sheffield United player went down. Was it Arblaster? No, he's not even on the pitch, is he? No, he's not. Who was it then? McGuinness, probably. That's not a foul. What are we doing here? What are the referees doing here? That's a farce. Dear me. Hey, Fernie, how are you? I'll be delighted if we can make the playoffs, to be honest. I think it's going to be a tougher season this year for us. I know they've extended the playoffs this year, so that'll help us, but I predicted us to finish 8th. So, yeah, we got in a bit of a basketball game with you, didn't we? That's why. And subsequently didn't look anything as prolific as that in the other friendlies. So, let's see who we can bring in. If you wouldn't mind just driving Joel Pirro down to the racecourse, that would be very handy. I would be delighted at that. Birmingham got another corner here. Take a short one. Oh, it's worked out well. Oh, who's number 7? Vicente had the chance on the edge of the box. Doesn't hit the target. They work that quite nice. Little smart, clever. That's a routine. It's Bamford who blocks it. We got a long throw again. It's not really a long throw. It's a... Oh, you've got players in good positions here. If you can do something, and they want a penalty. The ref's having none of it. It was. I think it's Newman that's gone down in the box. Oh my lord, that is terrible from Sariki on the counter there. No, not for me. That you can't be having that when the player comes from the blind side. You have to. There has to be a bit of leeway when a player comes from a blind side. They used to about 10 or 15 years ago, they were very lenient if you came down from the blind side and got kicked in the foot or something. Because now they give everything, that's every foul on the blind side, they give it. It's frustrating. No, Joanne, you can't have him. We want him. I'd love him. I would love. I get that loads of people would want him, and he is. It does look like he is leaving um, Feyenoord, but I would. I would. What I wouldn't give to have him at Wrexham. It's early, Spidey. It's 0-0 with not many shots on target, but it's early. First game of the season. It's early. Nothing will be. Nothing will be functioning quite as it should do yet. You have to give them a bit of time. Yeah, Sheffield United is just a bit methodical at the moment. It's a bit predictable. Is perhaps the better word. Birmingham have just got their number at the minute. That Sariki bombing on though has been he's had a little bit of success once or twice, so that's something they need to perhaps do a bit more of. Yeah, Windas's injury is a problem, Steve, because he's not kicked a football yet. So he's likely. He's probably depending when he's back in full training. He's going to be 3 or 4 weeks of before he's up to full fitness, isn't it? So it is going to be. Feels like it'll be September, October by the time he gets back. That was a little pull. Could get away with it, Birmingham Art, but that was definitely a little niggle. This is better. I want you to be a bit more incisive. That's a better ball. That ball from Sariki then was much better. Not that cross. That cross. Oh, what a shot! Oh, my life. Patrick Bamford. What happened there? The eventual cross was poor. Bamford with the scissors kick just into the side netting. Oof. What a good effort that was. I couldn't believe it, Dylan, before when they did one in the Bristol City Millwall game. Couldn't believe it. Both halves as well, they did it. It was like, honestly. Oh, there's another soft one. These refs are supposedly, we were talking about this before, supposedly not going to fall for all the little cheating, diving little bits of misbehaving that goes on, and yet they've fallen for every one so far. Yeah, on my TV, it was into the sun as well, so I couldn't quite see what was going on. But it was the fact that it was quite muted. There was no real sort of appeal there was no real cheer from the fans, which I thought, oh, that hasn't gone in then. That's nice football from Birmingham. They're definitely playing the better football early on. What a ball. Oh, who's that? Pake. Has it got a nick from a Sheffield United player? This cross from Cochrane is superb. Pake. No, who gets it? I think Pake headed it wide. It's just weird, that hydration bait. Honestly, players just get drinks when they want during the game. I just don't understand it. Terry Devlin did score a wonder goal today. Elvis, you're right. So yesterday, let me just check. I think it was yesterday I had a message to say we were back in for him. Let me just check. Instagram. Yesterday at 2:30, I had a message to say we're back in for Devlin. So let's see how that one plays out. Ooh, Sheffield United just trying to attack there, but that Birmingham backline looks quite good at the moment. Oh, is he not offside? No. Dear. Birmingham just overcomplicated the little phase of play there, trying to be too cute. Just get the ball and drive. Stansfield with a nice attempt to block, but that should be a yellow card by Solis. He's not going to give it. The commentator on Sky agrees. He said that should have been a yellow card. That was the foul that we were talking about before, the sort of transitional foul or the counter-attack foul, where somebody basically makes... Oh, actually, could have been the other way. But when a player basically takes a foul on purpose, it's the one that I always talk about, saying they've got to get it out of football. I would be all for a sin bin for that. Yeah, it's weird, Nick. It is just like you just don't need it. You just don't need it. At no point when you're actually playing, you can just run to the side or any time, or somebody will throw you a bottle on or a gel on. You just don't need to have a hydration break. Callum O'Hare's just got all on the ball there, and I'd almost forgotten he was playing. And you think how influential he's been in years gone by. He's like, doesn't do enough. Oh, who knows how many they'll get in? Who knows? Roll a dice. See what number it comes up with. Oh, another foul. Birmingham. Birmingham are winning the fight and the football at the moment. Definitely. Hey, Wayne. Definitely Birmingham. Definitely Birmingham. They've dominated the football. There's not been massively clear-cut chances, but they will feel much better about the game at the moment than Sheffield United will. That was a crap free kick, though, from Birmingham. They're going to get the chance to put the ball into the box, which they do. Just behind, a little bit behind everybody, the cross from Paik then. Yeah, Birmingham are winning the ball really high up the pitch, which is helping them massively. What a terrible touch by Vicente. They were in a good position then. That's a... let's have a look. It's a heavy touch from Vicente. Yeah, just kicks him on the front of the shin. It's not... Doesn't need the... doesn't need McCallum to scream and fall to the floor. But... yeah. Wrexham should have 4 good wing backs. Right? Imre's a good start. I would do Devlin over Kabore. Kache would probably be, because of his injury record at the moment, he would be my alternate and my backup. He'd be the one I would potentially put on the bench. And I would have gone and got a starting left wing back. But like, again, we've not been linked with a left wing back, have we? It's just like, it's going to be George Thomason, isn't it? Because I think they'll bring another central midfielder in rather than a left wing back. And I'm pretty sure Tomo is going to be the left wing back. Yeah, winning the ball very high. Just on the edge of the final third, Wayne. And it's just that first game quality at the moment. You don't expect these teams to be like the finished article in game 1. Like, that doesn't happen. They are. Again, that's not a foul. Ref's given a foul there. Let me see that again. We don't get very good replays. But I don't think that was much of a foul. That was just 2 Birmingham players battling hard just to win the ball back. And Sheffield United player falls over and get a foul. It's like, what's that all about? Here come Birmingham. Vicente trying to outrun McGuinness. Can't, though. I'd say Samuel's quick, isn't he? Very quick. It's a nice ball. If he keeps it in, which he does. Poor ball from Vicente. Poor ball. So Birmingham have done really well in 2 things. First and foremost, breaking up the play high up the pitch. And secondly, getting to the final third. What Chris Davis will be asking him at half time is just to be a bit better in the final third. Just a bit of extra quality. Here's the long throw. Michael Cooper catches it. Good. That's what we want to see. He is a good keeper when he's on it. But here come Sheffield United. Oh, not a foul. Get on with it. You had a 4-on-4 and a 5-on-4 there, actually, Birmingham, but they slowed the pace of the game down for some reason. I don't think neither of these teams. They're both trying to score. Spidey. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Especially Birmingham. When they put the stats up nearly half time, it's going to be. Oh, that's a waste of a free kick. However, I think it'll be very heavy in their favour statistically. Sheffield United appear to be playing a version of a 4-4-2, and they're losing the battle in the middle of the park. Solis, Iwata, and Paik are able to dominate the football, which is causing them a problem. That's why they can't keep hold of the ball. That's why people switched away from the 4-4-2, because having two people in the centre of the park, continental teams used to play three, and you just get outnumbered and you wouldn't see the ball. And that looks like that's the problem for Sheffield United in this game so far. It's a big kick from Beadle from the goal kick on loan from Brighton. I didn't see who took the long throw in, Elvis. I don't know whether that was that Priska taking the long throw. It could have been, but you'd want him in the box because he's a big lad. So that would be a real shame if he's having to take the long throws. Not a fan of Beadle, Blue Shadow, I'm afraid. He's of the two goalkeepers that Brighton loaned out last year, which was obviously Rushworth and Beadle. I think Rushworth is far superior to Beadle. I thought you would go and get a much more consistent goalkeeper this year because he has got clangers in him, Beadle. But they've seen him in training and they obviously like him. Birmingham have just had a free kick, and the resulting shot was blocked well in the box. Oh, they might have a. Oh, let me have a look at that foul. Foul on McGuinness there. Let's have a look. Oh, we're not going to see it. They're going to show something else. I think it's Cochrane who had the shot from that edge of the box. They're just showing Callum O'Hare on my stream. It's like you really need him to step up now. Gus Harmer's gone. Oh, Beadle had a little slip there as well. Yeah, he might turn into a very good keeper, Wayne, right? But like, if you're a side like Birmingham who've got ambitions, you shouldn't be letting him develop himself for you. You should have a better goalkeeper. I just thought Blue Shadow says he's not particularly a fan. Let's just see this. You think Allsop should be? I just thought you'd go out and get a good goalkeeper. So it was like done, go out and get an outstanding one. Well, Birmingham on the attack. I think that was Samuel's cross. I think it was a cross. I don't think he shot from there on his weaker foot. Let me just have a look. No, it's a cross. And nobody's there. The lad who's at the other end might be might have been more useful to you as a keeper. If he can find his form back where he was, Cooper, he would have been a good signing for somebody. So we're in the 43rd minute. This game's gone quite quick without there being a lot happening. Aware wants a foul there, I think, but the TV angle, we couldn't really tell whether he did get fouled or not. Let's have a look. Oh, he probably does get his ankle taken, but it was accidentally, so not much in that. They've been quite comfortable at the back, Birmingham, so far. It's not a foul. Sidey Peck was looking for a foul, but actually it wasn't a foul. Birmingham player did well. I think it was Peak, but could have been a Watter. Couldn't see. Yeah, if you're on Brighton's books, you normally have got some potential, Wayne, haven't you? Right? So he has got some potential, but let him make mistakes somewhere else, not in a side that realistically fancies itself at getting promoted some way. Back stick, you've got Cochrane. Oh, they are. See, look how Cooper took that. I tell you, he's a good goalkeeper. I think it's a motivation issue. The best goalkeeper you saw last season was the Leeds keeper when you played him in the cup. Who would that have been then, Blue Shadow? Because obviously that could have been anywhere. That could have been anybody. Don't know who they'd have played in a cup. I don't know whether they'd have rotated from Darlow. Even a broken clock's right twice a day, Wayne. That's all it is. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. They've just given a foul on Stansfield. That's a disgrace. Honestly, these referees are so poor. Oh, we got 1 minute and we're halfway through it. Sorry. So it's nearly cup of tea time for everybody, or a break time. Just Sheffield United going to have a little go at the end of the half. Are they going to go and whip one in and see if you can just get a header or something? He did, but it was comfortably dealt with, and that should be half time. It is half time. There you go. So it's 0-0. We've not had a lot of clear-cut chances. In fact, have we had a shot on target? We've not had a shot on target, but Birmingham have had double the amount of shots. They've had 55% possession. It feels like the momentum's with them. They feel like they're in the ascendancy. I think they've been much the better side. I think Chris Davis will just say, carry on as we are at the back, but let's just a bit of quality, pick your pass a bit better. Make sure you take an extra second for your cross. Make sure your run is better. If you're a forward, if it's Priska, let's make a better run. They just want that bit of extra quality up front. So I think they'll be much the happier side at half time. Josh is getting antsy because we've not signed a striker. We definitely need a striker, mate, don't we? I know they've just given Sam Smith a new contract, but I'm like, we really do need a bagsman. We need a bagsman. All right. Make the most of the half time. Go get your toilet break. go to get yourself a cup of tea or a drink or something, some snacks, and that's what I'll do. And we'll come back in a few minutes and we'll carry on. I will give you some music at halftime, but I must remember to switch it off. So yeah, I'll be back in a few. Excuse me. Right. Let me just try and catch up with some chat and see. Christopher must be a Sheffield United fan, if he's still here, because he's worried that Cannon and Bamford were not in the game before. So, yeah. Oh, Lucas Petrie. Right, that's interesting, Blue Shadow. That is interesting. Oh, Perry or Petrie. Right. Have to have a look. I will have to have a look. In fact, let me have a look what's going on in the world of football, because I've just been trying to sort something out. I didn't get a chance to see what was going on. What's going on in the world? Jordan Davis scored today for Tranmere against Shrewsbury. That's quite interesting. Birmingham have actually been all right, especially considering every time they attack, Vicente is doing his best to lose the ball. There is an element of that. He's been particularly poor in the final third, at least. Doesn't look like there's much going on in the world of football. It's very exciting. I suppose teams have been playing today, so the focus is there rather than on doing too much with your squad until it'll all kick off again on Monday, I'm imagining. Somebody can't believe that we had a hydration break before in the game. It's like, I've just had to reply, say, yeah, it wasn't a joke. They stopped it, both halves. They stopped to have this hydration break. Oh, there we go. So Fabrizio Romano with a bit of an update. Coventry are signing Taiwo Awani from Forest. He's a big old unit. So they've got some front line now, haven't they, Coventry? We've got a bit of Premier League experience there. So they're doing the medical tonight. United lost to AC Milan in pre-season. That's why I saw a few people getting ruffled. It was at United as well, and it's Ruben Amorim in it. So, oh God. Oh, that was the Hegabo handball. I think I can just see. Is it Norwich City? Yeah. That was allowed. That goal was allowed to stand. Wow. I hadn't seen that. I'd seen all the kerfuffle about people saying it was a handball in the West Brom game. It might have been close to being offside as well. Let's have a look. No, he wasn't. He's on. Yeah. Enzo Fernandez got booed when he came on for Chelsea. Well, I say came on. He might have started the game, but obviously he's kind of made it clear he wants to get out. So there's that. There's a picture on Twitter of Dawkins, Mark White, the manager, and he's on the. I think they've played at Dorking today. That looks very much like Dorking Stadium, but they could have been away. It doesn't really matter. But he stood on the sideline and he's got his hands up, trying to shade his eyes from the sun. And he's actually got a cap on, which he's got turned around the other way. So if he'd have just turned it round, he wouldn't have had to do that. Dear me. What else? I'm just trying to check. They're only a minute or two from coming back to the players. I'm just trying to see if there's anything interesting. In the football world, Mika Gertz has signed for Paris Saint-Germain. Good player from Ajax. That Paris Saint-Germain kit, by the way, is amazing. Oh, they are ready to go. Let me make sure I get my clock right. They're all lined up. So here we go. Birmingham are look like they're kicking from left to right. They look like they're going to send this long to the right-hand side. They've overloaded the right. Oh. The ref blew twice then. I'm sure he did. Maybe Steve tomorrow. I haven't. I don't know because I don't know what we're going to be doing. Who's playing? It's the Charity Shield. I might watch the Charity Shield. Let's have a look. There are also, of course, Burnley West Ham is a 4:00 game. Not sure. Possible. We'll see how the day pans out tomorrow. Interesting. That's an interesting point, Rogic. Will that make Ellis Sims available? Because he has been the one that's been linked with leaving there, hasn't he? He seems to be down the pecking order at Coventry. So that is an interesting point. Whether it's us or somebody else, I don't know. But that is an interesting point. I like your thinking. Yeah, Mullin played up front today for Rotherham. I thought his FOTMob analytics score was like a 6.7 or something. I did have a look before. But he needs a season of football just to get back into it, I think. He needs somebody who's going to play him week in, week out, all season, regardless. So, Birmingham left to right. Good ball in by Cochrane. Good defending, though. They're on the attack already. Is that Iwata? It was Iwata who had a shot there, who we know has got a shot in him. I think he scored against us. Pretty sure he drilled one into the bottom corner when we lost 3-1, was it? I think the game I went to, Wrexham against Birmingham. Arthur Bushby says it's a boring game. Well, there's not a lot of clear-cut chances in it at the moment. It's all in midfield. This game is how it feels like. But it only takes 8 seconds to score a goal. Remember that. Yeah, the thing is what you have to remember is these are two decent sides as well, so they are going to potentially sort of cancel each other out. It's not like it's a newly promoted side against the top side. Oh, what went on there? No, Birmingham are just squeezing the press, squeezing some pressure a bit. Oh. Just messaged me. Let me just read the WhatsApp messages. I've got 15 missed ones. Nothing of note. It was Priska, right? Roger has just said, "What do you think of the striker taking the throw-ins?" I just find it bizarre, given how big he is. So exactly the same as you. It would not be something I would do. I would rather work a short one and try and get a cross in for him, and potentially for at least one, maybe two of your centre halves, because those centre halves are big. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat. Those centre halves are big as well. So, in the true spirit of Notts County, if we used to mock for doing everything short, I would be trying to do that personally. I wouldn't be having me big centre forward taking throw-ins at all. You want him in the box, don't you? For any little knockdowns or anything that bounces around, a striker has got good instincts to try and get a snapshot off, or just they also have instincts into where to be in a box, and they'll wander into the areas where the ball might fall to. So personally, that's what I would be doing. But I can't account for. They must have analytics which tells them that it's worth them doing that. Whereas without analytics, my gut feeling is that's not how I would do it. And here he is now. So cue the goal that's going to come from this. Yeah. They won themselves a corner there. Cooper's done well tonight. Who do you support, Arthur? You're saying these are both shit teams. I don't think they're both crap. And you said Blackburn were unlucky. So who do you support? They've worked another clever short corner. Cochrane's ball in. It's bouncing around. I think there's a deflected shot wide. I think Carlos Vicente has had a shot deflected. Pretty sure. I'm waiting for a conclusive replay. Oh, yeah, it does. Comes off Bamford's right leg, actually. They've worked a short one again. Peak, and he smashed it. That was a proper. So that's a good example of what Birmingham have got wrong so far. They've got into good positions, but their quality in the final third has been not good enough. And if you are going to work that short corner, you have to make sure that you either get a shot on target or you put a good ball into the box, because you've loaded the box with your centre halves. So you just have to. You can't be smashing the ball over the bar. That's like sacrilege, isn't it? Yeah, it's not for me, Roger, at all. You might have some analytics. Birmingham might have some analytics which says that it's better for him to do it, but it's not for me. Get the lad in the box. Your centre forward, in theory, is that player that he only needs, one or two chances to score. You are having potential where in a game which is tight and you only have a couple of chances to put the ball into the box. If you get some of those type of games and they are coming from throw-ins, you're removing him out of the equation, aren't you? It just seems a bit naive to me. Well, yeah. Right, Blue Shadow, got it. Got it. The weird thing is, though, got the players in the final third. I've got good players, so it's not. You can blame recruitment all you want, but actually, it does come down to the work you do on the training ground and what you ask your players to do. And don't overplay it, mix up, go direct sometimes. Let's get our centre forward in the box from long throws, that type of thing. So, free kick to Birmingham. We're going to lift one to the back post. They've loaded it up. It's going to be a corner, that if it goes. It didn't go. It's going to be a long throw. Don't do it. Just mix it up this time. So that's the other thing from set pieces, right? You need to, and I class a throw in as a set piece, mix it up. Don't just do the same thing all the time because it's predictable. So your corners, I think every corner feels like it's been short so far. I would want them to be mixed up. Put the odd long one in, put the odd direct one in, so that you don't know what you're going to do. There is the long throw. It's defended. Just kept alive by Birmingham, but they've won the ball back high. Excellent at that high press, getting that ball back in the final third. They obviously work really hard on that in training. You can see that's very Pep Guardiola. He famously used to have at Barcelona. He had a giant bell that he used to ring. That when a team lost the ball, you had 8 seconds to win the ball back. And I think some teams have taken it a step further now, and they say 6 seconds, don't they? They want it back. Clearly, that's something that Birmingham work on. Stansfield going to be in here? No. Yeah, you can overplay Blue Shadow. You can play too much and not be direct enough, and get shots on goal and create chances. And I see there was some substitutes coming on then, and I didn't pay attention to who it was. Was one of them to Heath Chong? Yeah, that is the type of thing that happens, Rogic, isn't it? Somebody's trying to justify that they've got a position or a role, and they're like, "Yeah, let's do everything like this." No, I mean, just look, take example from the Premier League, right? The team that won the Premier League, whether you like it or not, was Arsenal, right? They were the best set pieces takers in Europe, probably world football, and they would mix up how they did it. And the vast majority of it was just causing chaos and putting a good quality ball pretty much in the middle of the 6-yard box, and then just some good movement and some aggression. So, if it's good enough for them, mix it up, have a bit of that. Don't just do it short every time and let teams set up against you. Yeah, could be in here though. Here's Vicente. He's tried to square it. Why is he trying to square that? What's he doing? Smash the thing in the bloody far corner. Oh, there is two Birmingham players there, so he thinks he's doing the right thing in squaring the ball. I would much rather he takes responsibility and get a shot on target. I would prefer it. He's a wide player. I want him to take that. There's 2 Sheffield United players there. It's actually Tanganga who does a good sliding tackle, but there's 2 players there, so there's always the chance that one of them's going to stop it. Just smash that, a goal, go across the goalkeeper because he might palm it out to one of your other players. They've still got a corner, Birmingham. It's cleared away, though. That's a that should have been a corner, I think. I thought the Sheffield United player kicked it off another Sheffield United player, but I must have been wrong. Just shoot, yeah. So Conway is going off. Cannon, sorry. Conway. Bloody Middlesbrough, isn't he? Cannon's going off, done nothing. And Donovan. And it's to Heath Chong and Campbell. To Heath Chong, who we saw in the World Cup for Haiti, was it? And Tyrese Campbell. I think Tyrese Campbell signed a new deal this week at Sheffield United. Tyrese Campbell was the son of the late, great Everton and Arsenal striker Kevin Campbell. Died a couple of years ago. He was a really good forward back in the day. Back in my day, he was at Arsenal. Yeah, it's very much a midfield game. This Liz, all the ball is in midfield. Neither side has been good in the final third, and Birmingham have definitely controlled that midfield more. A question for Birmingham is like at some point you need to create some chaos and just loosen, be a bit more fluid and not as structured in your football. And the question is, off the bench, what have you got to do that? What's your option? Go long a little bit. Do something a bit different. Let's have a look at the subs for both sides. See if there's anybody. Oh, hang on. We got a 4-on-3. Here you go. Stansfield is Tahith Chong has outrun him, but he's given the ball back. Stansfield's got to get a shot. Cooper saves. Put a good ball in. Did they get in each other's way then, or did Sheffield United header it? That was a chance. That was a lovely ball by, I'm going to say it was Paik. Tahith Chong makes a right mess of it. Stansfield tries to short side the goalkeeper. And then here, Prisker is coming onto that cross. And I think Paik gets in his way. Right, so that's better. That's better, right? So let's have a look. So Damari Gray is a bit of chaos. Patrick Roberts. Not sure that the answers are necessarily on that bench either. Some variety. Don't think Sheffield United won handball there. I'm not sure it was. Nice in build up. You whip that in early, Cochrane. He does. Didn't come to out, though. Just want to see if Sheffield United have changed their shape or anything. He's looked lively, Chong, since he's come on. To be fair, I think he was at Man United to Heath Chong. Too deep. Neither of these sides are very confident in the final third. Both just lacking a bit of spark, a bit of magic. Left. Yeah. I'm not sure. Neither side has made great decisions in the final third. I'm just picking up messages. Blaster coming on, right. Birmingham again win the ball high. Stansfield shot. Cooper saves it easy. That was panic by Tanganga. He didn't need to panic there, did he? Not sure why he panicked and tried to clear that ball. I say Samuels just tweaked an ankle, I think it would have been there. Oh, give over. So Rothwell goes off for Arblaster. Whoever said Arblaster was coming on. Roderick said Arblaster was coming on. He's going to be in the centre of the park, isn't he? With that double pivot with Sidey Peck. It's weird because I was talking before about Chris Wilder's put that three at the back with overlapping centre backs. His side, when they got promoted, was so attacking and so fluid in the fact that there would be lots of rotation and changes. And yet this seems much more rigid. Just wonder why he's decided now to not stick to that sort of philosophy that did give him some success. Cochrane needs a runner there. Stansfield ran infield rather than running outside. That would frustrate you. Oh, I'm not sure that was much of a foul either. Though he's not argued, so. McCallum is down as if he's prostrate. Like, what's going on? Oh, no, he doesn't need help. It was like he's down, like he's struggling to breathe or something, and he's obviously told the ref that he doesn't need assistance. So. Premier League is back underway on Friday. Football is properly back. I just wonder why he decided not to do it. Because ultimately it must be his idea. Right. That was Michael Cooper getting some stick there for overhitting that long ball. Here comes Sheffield United, though, and here is O'Hare finally getting into the. I can't remember the last time he touched the ball in the final third. He's too passive. Too passive for me. That was their own version of a long throw there. Was it McCallum who took that? Plenty of room at Bramall Lane. That's the for the long throw. So they are set up for it. I'm trying to line it up again. Here comes McCallum. It's a big one, that is. Keeper's flapped. More of that is what Sheffield United need. Put Beadle under some pressure from big crosses. Here comes Tyrese Campbell. Yeah, Andy, that was the. I mean, the reality is that the philosophy and the players that they bought was put into place, and Sellers had to agree to it. I think, didn't he? That was their, that was the problem. Don't think Ruben Sellers had much of a say in anything. He was just a bloody coach. Good evening, Russell. How are you? Yeah, we always get some shocks early on, don't you? It's like in the World Cup in the first round. There's normally a surprise or two, so no, you don't win the league in the first game of the season, do you? And similarly, you don't lose it. Bamford's lack of pace being shown there. It was a bit heavy, that ball, but he was running in treacle. So, send a message here. You have to remember as well, the emphasis here is on Sheffield United, isn't it? They are the home side. That is the expectation, is you do control the game and try and win it as the home side. Well, Birmingham have gone the wrong way. No, here they come. Why is Vicente running away from goal? Oh, he would drive me nuts, I'm afraid. He's got a bit of. All right, let's wait before I say anything. Oh, this wasn't a great cross. He's got a little bit of sat nav about him. He runs away from goal. Yeah, Cochrane, get the ball in here. You haven't got enough bodies in the box. Oh, Priska didn't get something on it. It was a great ball, I think. Let's have a look. He's in acres of space. A touch, decent cross. And just the slightest touch, Priska goes over rather than fighting for it. There you go. So here comes Damari Gray instead of Stansfield. Yeah, they're definitely the better side, Liz. Like, doesn't mean you'll win the game, but they'll definitely be. They're definitely on the front foot. God, what is wrong with all these? Getting a lot of spam tonight. Keep our eyes on that in the chat. Why? Oh my lord, that was a poor play from Birmingham there, but. Here's O'Hare. Here is Bamford. Oh, Beadle does okay. Let's have a look. It's a nice height. It's on his right foot, Bamford. He would have given anything to have that on his left foot, wouldn't he? Anything to have that on his left. Good pass from O'Hare. Yeah, it's straight. Let's see. Can we see an angle of it? That's what I want. This is what I want. Yeah, but just a little bit. He's so wide. It's quite easy for the goalkeeper to save it. He's lucky he doesn't hit him and go in, actually, isn't he? Like bounced around then. Yeah, I think I would likely see them first because of the delay, Liz. That's what it is, I think. So that's all it is. So there's a little warning now for Birmingham, like, oh, what a ball that was. Where's Priska there? What a ball that was. Into the middle of the box. Where was he? Was that from Damari Gray? Oh, that pass is stupid because he's offside. Let's have a look. I think it is Damari Gray. Goes outside. What a ball. Priska's not even... Priska has to be challenging the last defender, right? So that line of offside that the last defender creates, Priska has to be challenging that line. So he's a few yards off it there. He's too busy with his own man rather than being spatially aware of where the offside line is. Here comes some substitutes. One of them is Harrison Burrows for McCallum. I just can't understand the fall off again. Cooper and Harrison Burrows were like red hot. And One's on. Up front, I'm assuming. Oh, they're going to have a chance here. One's got... What a save from Beadle. Oh, he's offside. He was offside. Well, at least they've given it as offside. Let's have a look. Oh, he was offside, yeah. Callum O'Hare really brave there with that header to get to the ball before Clara. And One was offside. Let's see if it'd be interesting to watch Harrison Burrows to see. Chong is lively, man. Wow. Just finding a bit of success now, Sheffield United. Starting to find passes that weren't there before. Birmingham were blocking passing lanes and were in good position. Sheffield United have just found an extra yard, bit of energy. Let that ball bounce. That was good from Cooper. Good distribution. He gave him the ball to feet to Sidey Peck and told him to spin. That's that was really good play. What's wrong there? Oh, the ball's gone out, has it? Yeah. Substitute. I can't see who's gone off. Is it Peake? Peake's gone off, has he? Substitute for Birmingham. Bird has come on, I think it is. Oh, it is. Oh, they are. I just got to check the status of an order. Right, who's going to be brave? Who's going to be brave and win this? So you got took out there. Somebody got sideswiped, but it's going to give a chance to Birmingham. They're miles out though, so you just bit of it and hope to a group of centre halves probably, and then look for the knockdown. It's Cochrane who stands it up into the middle of the 18-yard box. Normally you go deep, don't you? Normally you go to the back stick, but he didn't. I'll tell you, I don't think Carlos Vicente is going to have very much good said about him on social media tonight. He's just giving the ball away again then. Oof. A barn burner. Yeah, definitely. Yep, you can have a sniff here if you want. Arblaster went looking for a penalty instead. Should be booked for a dive. We saw Coburn booked for a dive in the Millwall Bristol City game. Arblaster was going everywhere but towards the goal, so it kind of became obvious that he was looking for a touch or some contact. Let's have a look. It wasn't Arblaster. It was Harrison Burrows. Yeah, I mean, he's got his arm out on his chest, but look at the swan dive. Look at the straight legs when he dives. It's just like so obvious. More substitutes coming. Two substitutes coming in a second. Sheffield United have got an injury problem, however. I can't see who it is. No, look at that straight right leg. Dear me. Yeah, he did Elvis. They've just shown it from behind as well, and it looks even worse. He didn't. It's not One that's down, is it? He's only just come on. Oh, it is. Yeah, he's holding the back of his hammy. That is risky to keep him playing. Let's have a look. See what they do. He's looking towards the bench. I think he knows this. He might have tweaked his hamstring here. Sheffield United made all their subs. They have. So that's why he was looking. That's why he was looking at the bench, shaking his head, because they've made all their subs. So they're going to have to reorganise a little bit. What do you do? 5 minutes to go in the game. I'm not sure I'd be risking they bandaged him up. I'm not sure I'd be risking a hamstring like that. So I'd be keeping him off the pitch, I think. And I'd have to make do, and I'd be probably be hoping I could hold on for a draw, but yeah, you can't. The thing is, Elvis, you can't say that. It's the first game of the season. Like nobody will be playing in at peak form after one game. It's too simplistic. It just doesn't happen like that. You play your way in. Take you 5 or 6 games to get anywhere near what you would want to be. That's a bad ball, though. From Samuel, it was way too deep and way too close to the goalie. It's a nice keeper kit, actually, that one. I do like that from Adidas. That's a poor kick from Cooper. One's back on. Hamstring bandaged up. He's still holding it though. If you look, he's still holding it. So the more he's moving, it's obviously agitated him even more. Priska's going off. Not surprised. I don't know what Birmingham paid for him, but I'm not sure he's the answer for them. And Vicente's gone off. No surprise there. Him and Priska were the two lowest rated on FOTMob. Yeah, exactly that, Roger. You know, don't look at it straight away. It's just we don't even talk about it on the podcast till you get near Christmas. It's just you know. Just looking at the average ratings on FOTMob, and it's all the defenders and defensive midfielders that have got the highest ratings. So that just goes to show you that a bit of quality in attack has been missing from both sides. One did some good work there. Just watching him as the camera's watching him as he runs back. There's not a lot of grimacing, but similarly, he's not moving a lot well either. He's not fluid in his movement. You can tell he's protecting it now. It's going out. Yeah. Looks frustrated, Chris Wilder, as if they were building up play the wrong way, not what he asked them to do. Yeah, Kim, that's what the Birmingham fans who were in the chat before were basically saying, that that's why they were frustrated, that the lack of quality in the final third. It was a funny sidewinder kick from Beadle. Does he give a free kick there? Did he touch him there? Who went down there? Was it Sariki? Did Gray touch him enough? Oh, that's dreadful. Is he even on the bench, Calvin Phillips? He's not on the bench, that's why. They've not risked him. Presumably, he hasn't played a lot of football, so they haven't risked him. They haven't risked him today. Give him another week in training, and then you try and give him some minutes next week, maybe. It's 4 minutes, is it? Let's have a look. Oh, Callum O'Hare there. What are you doing? We're in 90. Yeah, we're about right. Just checking the clock. So are you brave enough now, or are you happy with a point? What's the optics? The commentators in the UK don't know who to give the player of the match to. It's oh, you're gonna have a chance here. Birdie's gonna have a chance. Took him 6 touches to bring the ball down, and the space he was in had gone by then. So statistically, if you want to go off just FOTMob's algorithm, it's a say Samuel who's the best player on the pitch. And then McCallum, the left back from Sheffield United. And then Tanganga. And then Cochrane. Oh, no, Newman. And then Newman. So 2 minutes. 2 minutes for somebody to, as Elvis says, somebody to do something. TV have given it to Solis. Not sure. Clara's gone down there. I'm not sure there's too much in it. It's got a bit bitty now in injury time, this game. It feels like it'll just fizzle out. 2, 3, 4. Correct, Kim. They are. They do use. It does feel like in the old days you'd play 6 or 7 preseason friendlies, whereas now they play 3 or 4. So the first 2 or 3 competitive games look like pre-season games, don't they? People not quite up to speed, not fluid. Patterns of play are not there. Oh, refs give free kicks for anything. This ref's been crap. Both refs I've seen today have been crap. Like, they buy everything. Let's have a look if that was a foul on Clara. Feels like he just threw himself to the floor. It's full time anyway. It's going to be full time. I think Clara just asked him, "Is that it?" And it is. So make of that what you will. Fotmob gave Cooper the man of the match, interestingly. But yeah, we've not learned too much from that game, have we? Other than if you're a Birmingham fan, it feels like more of the same from what the Birmingham fans were saying before. Lacking that cutting edge. Likely need a centre forward, I would think. If they've got ambitions of going up, I think they need a centre forward. I'm not sure Priska is the answer. But there we go. Is there any? I don't even think there's any continental games tonight, is there? Is anybody Spanish or Italian side? Oh, there's a little bit of Spanish football, but nothing of note. So there we are. Liz was right with a draw. Yeah, let's have a look. Zach said 1-1 with Bamford. Ruth said 1-1. Deandra said 2-1. I said 2-1, Sheffield United. Dylan said that. Elvis said 1-1. Nick said 2-1 to Birmingham. Marie said 2-0 Birmingham. And Liz said 2-2. So none of us did particularly well there with those guesses. But there you are. Chris Wilder's having a bit of a niggle at somebody. I'm not sure who. One of his own players. I'm not sure. Not sure who. Oh, there's MLS, is there? Right. I'll be in bed then, probably, when that kicks off. So yeah. Right. Wrexham are 12th in the table, are they? And we've not played a game yet, so that's all right. Take that. Go about your evening, everybody. And if you keep your notifications on, and then if we do something tomorrow, you'll get a notification so you know. I'll see what's happening in the morning, and we'll go from there. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good rest of your day, and we will see you on the next.